Good morning, everyone, and welcome into Let's Chat. I'm Nick Hill, filling in for Amelia, who is getting some well-deserved rest this week. Right now, I'm with Melissa, Ray, and Hadrien Turner from Save Enterprise South Nature Park to tell us all about their goals. And guys, how are y'all doing this morning?
We're great. Thank you so much for having us. This is really exciting.
Absolutely, and this is something that we've been talking about on the news for several months at this point. And for people who may not know, what is kind of the main goal of your organization?
So Save Enterprise South Nature Park kind of sprung up as a response to the county mayor's proposal to lift permanent deed restrictions on about 500 acres of Enterprise South Nature Park, which is our county's largest and our only designated nature park. So we are doing everything that we can to essentially stop the proposal in its tracks and retain those permanent protections that are so important to keeping our beloved green spaces intact.
And kind of talk about your emotional connections to this park. This is a park that I go to a lot and a lot of people go to. Just kind of talk about what is so special about Enterprise South Nature Park.
You want to jump in?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot that's very special about it. It's got excellent recreation infrastructure. It's got really excellent wildlife habitat. And like Melissa said, it's a very special place. But we started going there when we moved here about 5 years ago.
Moved back. I'm from Chattanooga originally. We moved to start our own family, to be close to my family. We all live in the area, about 10 minutes or so from Enterprise South Nature Park. And yeah, we've been taking our two littles there since I was pregnant and then when they were born, because it's super accessible. It's one of the few parks where you can take a stroller, pack all the kids' stuff, and you actually like wheel through beautiful forested land. That's hard to find.
Absolutely, and the viewers got to see the map of this proposal. It's a little bit over 500 acres, primarily on the interstate side, affecting stuff like the Atlas Trail. I know there's an old cemetery that's there, and the purpose from the county mayor's office is to protect land up at McDonald Farm. Just kind of talk about what some of your main concerns are with this particular proposal.
I could start off by saying that, choosing between Enterprise South Nature Park and McDonald Farm is a false choice. The county already owns McDonald Farm. They can protect it by its own merits, and they don't need to remove restrictions, permanent federal restrictions in perpetuity to McDonald Farm in order to protect that. And it is our take that, people on the north side of the county by Sales Creek also deserve a wonderful green space that's about 10 minutes away from them. And then, of course, we've been told that, the proposal wouldn't change the experience of the park, but removing a 500-acre tract along the interstate would have pretty devastating consequences for the experience of the park in general.
And I understand that based on my previous conversations with some of the organizations, you guys have been talking with the county mayor's office. Just kind of talk about what that's been like and how receptive they've been to the concerns from your organization.
So we did speak with them really early on after the proposal was announced, and we got a lot of good information about kind of what the plan was. Since then, since there's been this great outcry of opposition, they've gone quiet. We haven't heard too much back yet. I know that they're planning to release more details and more information about the next iteration of the proposal probably in the next month or so. So we're just kind of waiting to hear back from them. We're not getting a lot of back and forth at this point.
Right, because this thing has not been officially proposed yet, either the Hamilton County Commission or Chattanooga City Council. So are you just kind of in this kind of like wait and see period until we finally see the full official proposal? We
are, but we're also in an awareness spreading phase. Like right now, even though it feels like we've been doing this for a lifetime already, we are still in the very early stages of people even becoming aware of what the proposal is and what it's all about and what it means. So we're definitely trying to just build this momentum, make sure that everybody knows about it so that the public can make the best decision for our community.
Yeah,
ideally through this momentum, we hope that this proposal will be abandoned and that it does not get presented before commission.
Now, from what I understand, this has gotten a lot of support. Thousands and thousands of people. Let's kind of talk about where you guys at signature-wise and kind of what the reception has been in the community.
So we're at just under 12,500 signatures right now. So we've been blown away. We started sending out the petition with like just our 2 signatures on it, and it felt really like embarrassing or vulnerable at first. And now to have that kind of support, to have people emailing us every day, to have people, we just got our IRS letter, so we're beginning to accept donations, to see the kind of support that we're getting, just because we decided to stand up and say something is really empowering. It's not about us, it's about our community, and we want everybody to have a voice. We feel like we now are responsible for all those 12,500 people who have signed this petition. We hold that really deeply and seriously. So we want to represent what the public desires and what the public values for this community going forward.
Absolutely. And kind of my last question to you, what do you hope is the ideal outcome of this particular effort?
Oh, the ideal outcome is that the county mayor's office realizes how unpopular this is. You know, over 12,000, almost 12,500 people are signaling that very clearly, and that they abandon the plan. And should we be successful in helping Enterprise South Nature Park retain its protections in perpetuity, we could see ourselves phasing as an organization into, you know, a Friends of the Park type organization where we help support the county in terms of programming and events and really helping them leverage like the gem that this park is and the economic engine that it could be if we really
invested into.
Absolutely.
And
And my last thing is, where can people find more information?
So go to our website, saveesnp.org, and we have an upcoming event at the park on January 24th from 1 to 3 p.m. It'll be a walk with the conservation kid who's gotten a lot of press recently. He's a teenager who loves picking up trash, and so we're going to do like a litter cleanup. He was just honored, I think, by CNN recently. Yeah. So we're really excited to be working with him at the park. But go to our website, saveesnp.org, sign up for our newsletter, and then follow us on Facebook and on Instagram to find out more.
So, Melissa, Hadrien, thank you so much for your time this morning, and we'll see where the story goes from here.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right, coming up next, we'll have more Let's Chat after this.